Now I know my buddy Tom tried to fit these dry. Now what I've done is I've got boiling water and I've actually put them in my wife's mixing bowl, much to our disgust, but we don't ever make cakes, so that doesn't really matter. And warmed them up for literally 10 minutes. But 10 minutes on my Google timer. And look how easy these go on. Simply push in and they just squeeze. Oops. Look at that. Just like that. I actually thought they were going to be an absolute pig to put on. I'm going to take it off because I've put it on the wrong way around because I want the Flow Life logo on. And let's try putting it on again before it cools down. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's getting tighter. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's nice and straightforward. And there's the other one. On a tree. Oh, wow. I'm well pleased with them. So 10 minutes, boiling water, and they literally pop on. There's no effort in getting those on whatsoever. I actually thought they were going to be an absolute pig. So I'm going to stick the valve back in the tyre, stick some air in, and hopefully it'll go pop, pop on the bead, and we're ready to reassemble. So there we go. Lifesavers. 10 minutes, boiling water. God, this video's full of hot tips. Hey, let's crack on. Okay, so one tyre. It is a lot rounder, the 5.5, than the other tyre. The 60 is quite flat. I don't know if that's down to, it is obviously the narrowness of it, and it looks quite round and very pint-like. Let's just take you back to standard view, because obviously I've got it on expanded, but even if you put it on, yes, a lot rounder on profile here, which is good. So it should be a bit more carvable, which is great. Got 20 psi in that. What I did do is take the valve out, blow it up with air, then I just used like a liquid, so then it just popped onto the bead, so we weren't relying on the rubber rubbing onto the wheel. I actually used brake cleaner because it evaporates. And then I just got to stick the goop in. So I will do that, but I'm going to do that last. I must say, the Lifesavers look really cool on the wheel. Really chuffed with those. Went on an absolute treat. Boiling water, top tip. So yeah, really happy with that. Now, we're just going to clean up this minging board. Once we've cleaned that up and all these other bits, we can go back to reassembling. But there we go. Lifesavers fitted to a one-wheel hub. How cool. So, from grubby to clean. Lovely. Okay, slight mishap. The lens cover off my front LED has come loose and I do not want to get water into this. So I'm going to tidy this up. I'm going to silicone this back into place, but also going to clean this glass. It's really, really shiny. And then we're going to fit this back into place with some silicone. Not ideal, but needs must. I'll get on and do that. And then we're nearly putting this board back together. Stay with me, guys, and you'll see this finished in a sec. All siliconed in is the front LED, so that's now all watertight. And I've seamed across here because this is the gap between where the controller plugs go in. So if any moisture gets underneath here, it will seep in this crack. So I've actually siliconed this crack up, plus it also acts as a hinge when it's dry, which is really good to get it out of the way. And I just want to keep this area in here where all the plugs are nice and dry, because we do go through quite a few puddles. So silicone along there, lick your finger and just tap, 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 rub it down. So that's nice and flush. I'm going to let all this dry, and we're going to come back to this later and put the bang bumper on. And yeah, we're pretty much done. We've got to add a bit of grip tape to the back cush high, wire up the front foot plate, which I've also coloured in the bumper. And we are looking good. So, see you in a sec. Cush High rear pad with a concave. Got to warm this up. This is a grip tape. I've also got to cut it out. And I have seen people on TV do this, and I wonder if this does actually work. Whoa, there we go. It worked. Magic works of fitting grip tape. Yeah, if only it was that easy. Good way of fitting this, so guys, another top tip is get a hairdryer, warm it up, because the Cush High pad is bowed at the back, it does like to gather. So by heating it up with lots of heat, you can really make it pliable, and you can bend it into that contour, that concave foot pad, and it fits an absolute treat. So trimmed all that up nicely. I actually did take a template from a previous set that I actually did buy, and that way then I keep this safe, because if I ever get a new bit of grip tape, just cut it to that size, and we haven't got to worry about standing eyes, which is quite cool as well, isn't it? So yeah, right, we're going to fit the flight fin on here, the end. I think I'm going to go flight fin, but we'll have a quick look in a sec. Okay, been really deciding on what kind of setup. Should I go full fender, like so? I just think this tyre, the fender, on the new GT, it's so much sleeker like the Pint. This is such a cumbersome fender. It just looks a bit overkill. It looks like the wheel's too small, but then you take that off and you get to see the functionality of the wheel, plus also on hot sunny summer days, it's a much better look. So I think I'm going to stick with these. I know these have got some cracks in them, but I'm going to stick with these, and actually painted myself up a fender, made a fender, stuck the stickers on it. And that's going to go in like so. And I think that just looks quite a lot better. I do want to get some decent ones of these, so I will try and buy some of these. There's loads of parts in America that do this kind of stuff. But this is just one that I made for £1. So it kind of does the job. Okay, this will be a bit fancy and it will get scratched up. But I've got other white ones and stuff, and you can just chuck them in. And also, if you get some dirt or anything, debris in there, you can actually clean it and get in there. And yeah, kind of get it sorted. But I'm going to put some air in this tyre as well. So I'm going to pop you back on time lapse, guys. We're just going to silicone this foot plate down to stop any dirt going in underneath. We've now fitted the grip tape. Dead happy with that. We're going to get the final flight fin on, and then we'll have a look at the board all finished. So, crack on. Okay, so that wraps up the final chapter in my board rebuild. This is the end of part 2. From part 1, which you have behind me, if you haven't seen that, do check that out. There's lots of little tips and tricks and little details in there. I have done it slightly long-winded. Yes, you could do it a lot quicker, but I thought I'd take you through the journey from start to finish. And that minging board you see there is now turning into this splendiful board in front of me here. And I must admit, it's come up lovely. I am so chuffed I have changed from the 11.0 by 6 tyre to 11.0 by 5.5 tyre. Now this is a lot more convexed, looks a lot rounder, is a lot narrower, and I think that's the reason why I've gone over to, and oh, should I say, staying with the flight fin kind of fender setup. I do like this because the summertime I can ride fenderless, which looks a lot better than that chunky thing which I have behind me here. And I think you'll agree from that before and after, it looks fantastic. Real top tip getting these on, 10 minutes of boiling water. Managed to get this tyre on, no problem at all, with no real tools, just a bit of brute force. We've fitted that grip tape, again, heating that up. I've siliconed the edges underneath both foot plates, creating a nice tight waterproof seal, so we do ride a lot of trails. And if you haven't checked out our videos, Tom and I rip around the trails up our local forest, and we do get these things absolutely disgusting. So it's a real shame. It won't look like this for long, but it doesn't bother me because I know I can tidy it up and freshen it up. But it looks phenomenal. I am so happy how this board has turned out. And guys, if you like this video, please hit that like, hit that share, subscribe with your friends, subscribe with me and my channel, and thank you very much indeed for watching. I've really enjoyed doing this and I've learnt a lot as well. So from my episode 1 to my episode 2, crikey, look at those wheels. To that, lifesavers are a must. That looks minging. Anyway, I'm going on. Guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you soon.